Rah! Update 8 for Grand Peace Online. It's that time again where I do a recap of everything coming towards the update for Grand Peace Online, and we're inside the time of update 8. Now, this video will be dropping the day update 8 releases, so look at this. You see this? This is Saturday, May 6th. So you will most likely be seeing this video on June 1st, because that's when I think the update's dropping. However, enough tomfoolery, I will get right into this. I'll break down how I'm actually going to be structuring this video. This video is going to be structured where first, I'm going to explain all the devil fruits that are coming. Second, I'm going to talk about the islands that's coming. Third, I'm going to be talking about some of the miscellaneous stuff, so information that's just scattered all around. So pretty much some unconfirmed items, because at the time of me recording this video, FOU actually did state that the update is going to be dropping inside 2 parts. And he also said that the first part, well, he didn't say that the first part is going to be Dressrosa. It's just that Dressrosa was the first island that we actually seen. So it makes sense for Dressrosa to actually be, you know, the first part. Plus, it's also bigger and will most likely have more content. However, I'll actually just get right into the video, and we're actually going to start off with the devil fruits. So for update 8, we actually have, I think, 5 devil fruits coming. Well, 4 devil fruits and 1 devil fruit awakening. So to start off, the first devil fruit that we have confirmed coming is going to be the Venom Fruit, also the Poison Fruit. Now, this fruit is actually pretty good. It's a fruit where you literally become a poison dragon stuff type of thing. It's pretty cool to me. I personally like it, and this fruit actually is going to be mythical rarity. So it's a mythical fruit, which means a 0.1% chance or 1% chance to actually pull it. And since it's a mythical, that means it's going to be inside the same category as Tori, Mochi. So yeah, the Venom Fruit, if you are excited for that, feel free to look out for it. It does look pretty cool if I'm being honest. I personally like it, and it does do some poison damage over time. Now, the second devil fruit coming is actually going to be Spring Fruit. We don't know what rarity this fruit is going to be, but it is the spring fruit that was used by Bellamy inside the One Piece anime. This fruit also ties in with the idea of Dressrosa, because this is primarily, I think, where Bellamy had his best character arc and stuff like that. It's the spring fruit. It does look pretty cool, and it's literally used springing around and stuff like that. I personally like this fruit because it just honestly looks really cool to me. Plus, you don't really get like low tier cool fruits inside GPO. The next devil fruit is actually going to be the Heal Fruit. When FOU dropped this showcase, everybody was just bashing it, but it's essentially a fruit where you just heal people. You heal your friends and yourself, and that's pretty much it. If you just send out little golden orbs and then you start healing people and stuff, the main purpose of the fruit is to literally just heal. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a common fruit. It can't really do anything besides healing, so that's exactly what you'll get from it. Now, the 4th devil fruit, and probably the most hyped one for this update, is actually going to be the Ope-Ope Gnome. And if I'm being completely honest with you, this fruit has been hyped up for a very long time, since GPO was back in update 0, like pre-alpha stuff. This fruit honestly looks beautiful. It's literally Law's devil fruit, probably one of the most fan favorite devil fruits in all of One Piece. So you have the room, you have injection shot, gamma knife, shambles. Like, this fruit is just crazy. You can even cut up some of the objects inside your room, throw them at people. Honestly, it's just a really good fruit. You also do have like a different mode where you have surgeon mode and another mode. Pretty much the fruit is just good. This fruit also is going to be of mythical rarity, which means it's going to be very, very rare, like extremely rare. This fruit, I'm imagining that it's just gonna break the trade market, or maybe people saved up legendary chests from before and stuff. But yeah, this is the Ope-Ope no Mi. I am excited to see this fruit. I do want to use it. I doubt that I'm going to get it, but I really do want to use it. So yeah, that is the 4 devil fruits that are actually coming for this update that we have confirmed to us so far. There is a part 2 of this update, but the part 2 is most likely going to be Impel Down, and we already have the 1 devil fruit from Impel Down. Moving on though, we're still on the topic of devil fruits, and this actually is going to be the last confirmed thing so far that we have for like devil fruits for update 8, and this is going to be Gomu's second transformation, also known as Gear Second for Gomu. This is also something that was a year in the making that everybody has been wanting inside the community. Honestly, the showcase for this looks beautiful. Some people think that this fruit is like mid and stuff. I personally like it because it's just Gear Second. I am excited for Gear Second. This is probably the first thing that I do plan on using. I already ate gum inside the game. I literally already ate gum. This is probably the first thing that I plan on using when the update comes out. And Foyu did confirm that this actually is going to, well, he said most likely you're going to be able to get Gear Second through a quest. So there'll most likely be some quests for Gear Second. At least we don't have to get Battle Royale wins for Gear Second. But yeah, Gear Second is another fruit that's coming. The ultimate for it is Elephant Gun, which is I'm pretty sure that's a skill from Gear Third. I personally don't mind that. I wouldn't want Gear Third to even be a mode because it's just mediocre. But Gear Second is coming for update 8 today. And yeah, out of the devil fruits, actually, let me know which one do you plan on trying to get the most, or trying on using, or just the one that you want to use first. I'm definitely going to use Gear Second first, then probably Spring. And since I know I'm not getting Venom nor OP, I won't be using any of those. For the next things that we actually have a confirmation on coming towards update 8 is actually going to be 2 new islands. These 2 new islands are both going to be Dressrosa and Impel Down. Now, update 8 is getting broken down into 2 parts, so for the first part, what I am 90% sure will be coming is going to be Dressrosa. And the reason I'm saying this is because it just makes more sense, because there's more content that you can actually put onto Dressrosa versus Impel Down, which will most likely just be a prison. So to start off with Dressrosa, we don't have any actual images of the island outside of the footage inside the Gear Second showcase, so I'll have that playing up on the screen. It's just that the island itself is huge. Multiple testers have said that the island is huge, like Revolver, Sage Z. They both said that the island for Dressrosa is massive, like huge. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot to do on this island. And one of the things that I actually do think is guaranteed for this island is actually going to be a factory raid. So the image that Foyu showed states the factory has opened, defeat the scientist and destroy the slime core before lava fills up. Now, just in case you don't know, the factory raid, it's most likely it's a factory raid where you will have to defeat the scientist and destroy the slime core before the lava fills up. And it's like the one in Blox Fruits. I don't know if you've played Blox Fruits before, but in Blox Fruits there's a factory raid where the factory opens for a brief amount of time and players have to go in and they pretty much just fight off the factory itself. And once you're done with that, whoever does the most damage actually does get a random devil fruit drop. So since Dressrosa is a huge island, and in Blox Fruits, the island that has the factory raid is Dressrosa, I think it's safe to assume that Foyu is also going to be doing the same thing. It's just that this one is different because we're going to be fighting NPCs which are scientists, and we'll have to break a slime core before the lava fills up. So that's one of the things that will most likely be able to be seen on Dressrosa. I'm pretty sure that there's actually going to be a lot more for Dressrosa. I also think that there's going to be a law boss on Dressrosa, and the reason why I think this is because Foyu, inside some of the showcases, he's actually wearing Law's cape, and he's also wearing Law's hat. And if you remember Law from the Dressrosa arc in One Piece, that's one of the primary arcs where we actually did get more into Law's character, and we actually were able to see him use his Terror Fruit powers and stuff like that. Plus, the only other island coming is Impel Down, so it just makes sense for it to come, with Dressrosa. We also have been getting sneaks from Daenerys showing off Law's cape, his sword, Kiko, and a character that kind of looks like Law with his hair and stuff. So I'll just have those up on the screen as I'm talking about it. But Dressrosa, so far, 2 things that I feel like are guaranteed to come is a Law boss raid, a factory raid, and Dressrosa itself. There's probably more that happened on Dressrosa. There could even be like a small little conquest part of the island where you have certain enemies fighting. That was just completely speculation. Do not think that's coming to update 8 today. But yeah, those are some of the things that we actually have confirmed for the Dressrosa island. Like it's basically confirmed that there's going to be a law boss because we have to get the boss drops from something. And outside of that, we don't know much more about the island or what it looks like. So unless Foyu adds something else within the time span of me recording this video and the video actually dropping, then I'm pretty sure I'll just add it in. But if there's nothing else that's coming for the Dressrosa island, then those are the things that are going to be it. And moving on towards Impel Down, we only have one sneak towards Impel Down besides the island itself, and this is actually the sword of one of the wardens in Impel Down, which is called Kessui. Foyu has had this on his back during showcases multiple times as well, and Kessui, it's the sword of one of the guards that worked under Magellan back then inside One Piece. And yeah, it's a sword from a guard in Impel Down. So I'm pretty sure Impel Down will also follow the format where it's having layers. This is just pure speculation. It's just that there's this sword from one of the wardens that work there, so assuming that we'll have to actually go into Impel Down to fight the warden and stuff, then yeah, that's one of the things that's also soft confirmed for update 8. And outside of that, we don't have anything else towards Impel Down besides the island itself and kind of what it looks like. So that's everything for the islands. It's at GPO, and next we'll be moving on to all of the miscellaneous stuff that's coming for update 8. Now, I already talked about some of them before, but I'll just go down the list that I actually have. And to start off, we actually have the Cyborg Race. Now, the Cyborg Race, it's honestly like its whole entire mini little spec thing. Personally, I think it's really cool. Now, it's not broken or anything, but it literally does have like its own entire kit of skills. It's kind of just like Genos from One Punch Man, honestly, for the whole Cyborg Race. You have missiles, you have machine gun blows, you can actually fly with the race too, and you actually do have lasers. Now, I don't know how this race is going to work inside Battle Royale or anything, but it is its own entire mini spec that's actually finally coming to GPO. And we are going to have to be able to get this race from using our race rerolls, because Foyu did say that if you want to start saving up for it, you can go inside Premium Hub. And since this race actually does have like a whole lot of skills and stuff, I personally do think that it will probably be a really low percent chance, like I'm guessing 1% chance to be able to get this race. But the Cyborg Race is actually coming towards update 8, and I do want to try to get it too, because it does look like it could be pretty nice and fun to use inside PvP. The next thing we have is actually Kessui, and I talked about this one more before as well, but this is a sword used by one of the guards for Impel Down who worked on the Mergellian. I can't remember his name, but this sword actually is soft confirmed to us because Foyu did showcase it on his back inside one of the showcases. And if you compare that directly to the guard, you can actually see that they're pretty much the same sword. And the next thing that I also talked about before inside the video is actually going to be some of the stuff that's confirmed for Law. Now, Law, he isn't confirmed for anything, it's just that some of these things that's been shown to us has actually been showing off items that Law uses. For example, we have Law's fur cape that he kind of uses inside Wano. You also have a Law's sword, literally called Kiku, or honestly, I don't care how it's pronounced. It's Law's sword. We have Law's sword that's coming, and we also have a boss with bluish white streak of hair. Now, this doesn't mean it's Law. It's just that it kind of does look like Law, and Benere did say a boss will have the hair. So I think it's safe to assume that this would be tied along with the blue cape and the Law's sword literally being Kiku, which means that Law probably is going to be a boss because we do have to get this sword and cape somehow. Now, the next thing is actually going to be Tori and Diable are both going to have mode bars. After the Gear 2nd showcase, where Foyu actually showcased mode bars for the first time, he did confirm that Tori and Diable are going to have them. So what this means for both of those fruits is that instead of constantly draining stamina, when you actually go to forms, it's going to just take from your mode bar slowly over time. Now, I don't know if this change will be good for Tori. It sounds like it'll be good for Diable, but for Tori, I feel like this will be probably bad because Tori's mode sucks anyways. Like, you're better off just using the base for Tori. But yeah, those two things are actually going to get mode bars. And the next thing that we actually have no idea whatsoever about is that there's going to be balance changes. Now, I don't know if this is true, but there's been some speculation around that Foyu might be revamping the PvP itself. Because currently in GPO, if you're near a wall, you're dead. If you get caught inside of a combo, you're probably dead as well. So I don't know what he'll be doing for this. Maybe he can add an evasive, or he can remove some combo extenders on fruits. But he did say that there's going to be a lot of big balance changes, which I personally like. It's probably some of the favorite things I like to see for updates. I just want to see what he does because the stuff inside this game are so broken. I hope that he just removes combo extenders for like every fruit. Like, just give every fruit one combo extender, just one. Stuff like Yami does not need to. Now, this next thing is actually pretty new, and it was a new death effect that was made for this Grand Peace Online update. And I guess this somehow ties back into Dressrosa because if you look at the effect, it's strings that's pulling this thing apart. This looks like it's going to be for the string fruit, and if you know who used the string fruit, it's Doflamingo. Now, this can mean either two things. One, we're going to get a Doflamingo Boss, which is what I think is going to be the #1 option. or B, Foyu's adding just a custom def effect for the string fruit. Now I doubt the second one because there's no custom def effect for like any other fruit inside the game, so why would he just start with string and just randomly do it when Dressrosa is coming? I do think that this will be a custom def effect for a boss. I'm pretty sure that there's bosses in the game that actually do have custom def effects with their fruits, so yeah. Take this as you will, I'm not confirming anything, but my guess is going to be a Doflamingo Boss special kill effect, and we did get this short little animation of it. And the final thing, which also is very huge, is that there is going to be the needed crew revamp. A lot of people have been wanting this because crews in GPO are honestly useless. But Foyu did say that there's going to be a crew revamp coming to the game, which honestly does sound pretty good. I personally don't have a crew. Maybe if it's fun, I will start up a crew, but I'm not entirely sure on that. It's just that crews are actually getting revamped and we don't have anything or any information on what would come towards that, but it does sound pretty good overall. And that is actually going to sum up everything for update 8 coming today. So let me know what you're actually excited for the most. I'm going to guess for most people it's going to be OP because, you know, that's one of the most coolest fruits in One Piece. But if you're excited for something else, like I said before, let me know. I actually do read the comments, and I also appreciate all the support on my channel. If you like this video, like it. I'm sorry for being so aggressive, but if you do like the video, feel free to like it because you like the video, and you could also subscribe as well. And like I said before, at the time of me recording this video, Foyu only showed off those certain things, so if there's more, I will update it inside the specific part that's needed for the video. It's just that I'm pretty sure that's everything coming because this is literally the last month, so what more can you showcase to us? But yeah, outside of that, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, then you see these two people fighting back here in this public server, you'll be like them. So make sure that you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Also subscribe to my channel. I will be dropping a whole lot of videos during this update 8. I'm probably gonna be double uploading today or triple uploading.